welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lorraine Rose, and if you are new here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make homemade granola. Now, the two reasons I love making homemade granola is because it's kind of expensive at the store, and my husband loves it, so I just find that making it myself is so much more cost effective. And the other reason I like making it is because it's a great topping for smoothie bowls, and we love smoothie bowls, and with the summer coming up, I know we're going to be having those a lot, and it's just a great thing to, you know, top your smoothie bowl off with. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is set your oven at 300 degrees. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to get a big bowl. You want something that's big enough to mix in. Now when you make granola, you're going to want to double your recipe. This is a double recipe because it is a little bit more, you know, time consuming, and so I mean, it doesn't take that long, but long enough to where you want to make enough so you're not making it like every few days. This much will probably last us a week, so yeah. The first thing you're going to want to do is get your rolled oats. So I have 4 cups of rolled oats here, and I use the Bob Mills rolled oats. You can get that at Walmart, Kroger, Target. So I'm going to put that in the bowl, and you want to mix your dry ingredients first. And then you're going to want 4 to 5 cups of unsweetened flaked coconuts. Now I use organic coconuts, but you don't have to. I mean, do what you can, you know what I mean? So I've got about 4 cups of that. And then you're going to want to do 1.5 cups of mixed nuts. So I've got some pecans here. I've got some raw sunflower seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in my bowl. And then you're going to want to add some slivered almonds. Now I have a 1/2 cup of slivered almonds and 1 cup, so 1.5 cups slivered almonds. And then I've got some hemp seeds here. I just kind of wanted to add these for, you know, added nutrients. This is a 1/4 cup of hemp seeds. You can add up to a 1/2 cup of hemp seeds though, or a full cup, whatever you feel like. And then you're going to want to add 4 tablespoons of sugar, or you can use coconut sugar, whatever you prefer. This is just organic sugar cane that I'm using, so. And then you've got your cinnamon. This is 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. And then I have 4 tablespoons of dried peanut butter powder. You can get this at Target and Walmart or Kroger. I've never actually added this to my granola before. I just kind of wanted something that was a little bit more peanut butter tasting, so hopefully it'll turn out good. And then you want to just do a teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt, or any salt that you have on hand. And my hands are clean. I'm going to go ahead and mix all of this together. Now, I like using my hands when I mix things together. I just feel like I'm getting it really good and mixed well. You know what I mean? So you can use a spoon if you prefer, but I just like using my hands. And I'm such a texture person. I actually like the way it feels. It's kind of like rubbing your hands into beach sand, which is nice. Just holding my granola, I just think of the beach and I just pretend that I'm there. And it's just nice. So once this is all mixed up really well together, we are ready to get our wet ingredients ready to mix in the bowl. So let's do that now. Okay, so what you want to do for your liquid ingredients is you want to get 2/3 cups plus 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Now you're going to want to melt it down on low heat until it's just fully melted over this cooktop, and then you're going to want to add 2/3 cups of maple syrup plus 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to go ahead and melt this now. Okay, so my coconut oil is fully melted, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 2/3 cup of maple syrup. And we have really bad pollen right now in Georgia, and it's kind of messing with our allergies some. So instead of adding, the extra 2 tablespoons of maple syrup along with the 2/3 cup of maple syrup to the mixture, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of local honey. We like to get local honey because it really helps with just the pollen during the springtime. It helps keep us from getting sick and having headaches, so I'm just wanted to add a little bit of that to it. But if all you have is maple syrup, then don't worry about adding the honey, or if all you have is honey, don't worry about adding the maple syrup. You can use either or. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and you want to make sure that you just whisk all of these wet ingredients together really well. And the other thing I really like about homemade granola is that it's not super messy. Like, I don't have a ton of dishes that I'm gonna have to do. Here are all of the dishes that I ended up using to make this granola, and I just wanted to show you guys so you see that it's really not a lot. All right, now that that is all mixed up, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it over my wet mixture. My dry mixture. Wet mixture. I'm pouring my wet mixture over my dry mixture. All right, now I am gonna use a spoon for this just because it's a bit sticky, and I'm going to mix it all together really well. You wanna just mix until you see the granola starting to get a little bit darker because of the liquid. It will start to change colors. You want to make sure that you get down into the bottom of the bowl. You don't want to miss any of the ingredients on the bottom bowl, because then what you'll end up having is a bowl of wet ingredients up top and dry ingredients down below. So you want to make sure you mix really well. All right, so this is looking good. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer these to my baking sheets right now. Okay, so once you have transferred your granola onto baking sheets, I just use this casserole dish, and then I use a baking sheet that I have right here. You wanna stick it in the oven for 15 minutes, take it out and kind of mix up your granola, and then stick it in for another 8 to 13 minutes. And then once you take it out, you're gonna want to let it cool for 1 hour. So I'm gonna do that now, and then while it cools, I'm gonna head to the gym, and then when I come back, I'll show you guys how I transfer it to a container, and I'll go ahead and show you how I put it on top of my smoothie bowls. But for now, we're gonna just stick it in the oven for 15 minutes. Okay, now I do want to give you guys a little tip. After 15 minutes, when I take them out and kind of stir the granola up a little bit and put it back in the oven, the dish that was on the top rack, I'm going to put it on the bottom, and the dish that was on the bottom rack, I'm going to put it on the top, just so that way they cook evenly for the second round. So yeah, I will see you guys in 15 minutes. Okay guys, so it has been 15 minutes now. I'm going to pull the granola out of the oven. Okay, so now I'm just going to stir it up.
And you almost gave up the fight when they broke your heart those nights. You cried so hard, you reached for truth, you thought that they might see.
Okay, so since this dish was on the top rack, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom rack, and I'm going to put this one on the top rack, and I'm going to let them cook for 13 more minutes. And after 13 minutes, I'm gonna set it out on the counter, and you wanna go ahead and just let it dry for about an hour. I'm probably gonna let mine dry out on the counter for 2 hours because while it's drying, I'm gonna go work out at the gym. So yeah, we're just letting that cook first, and I will see you guys in 13 minutes. Okay, you guys, so it's been 13 minutes now. I'm gonna take the granola out of the oven. It is just perfect. It's a nice golden brown color. And now you can let your granola sit for 1 to 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and let it sit. I went ahead and made my pre-workout drink, and I'm gonna just head to the gym, and then when I get back, I'll show you guys how I store this in containers and how I top it off on my smoothie bowl. See ya in a few hours. Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, so I am back from the gym. Now I am just going to transfer my granola into this container right here. I'm gonna actually use a little measuring scoop. Okay, so I'm gonna use this, and it's nice and hardened now. So I'm just gonna scrape it up. And put it in my container. Okay, you guys, so here is the granola. It fit in this large container, so this made a ton, and you know what's in it, it's good for you, and it was very inexpensive to make, so I'm just going to show you guys how I top it off on my smoothie bowls right here. Okay, you guys, so to make my smoothie bowl, I'm just going to add a cup of frozen peaches and a half a cup of frozen pineapples and 1 frozen banana and about a cup of almond milk. Now I'm just going to blend it all up. Okay, now I'm going to pour it in my bowl.
Misunderstood almost all your life, yet you strive to remain all that you are. And just like your father, you love the broken, reach for healing and believe in love. And you almost gave up the break.
Okay, you guys, so that is how you make homemade granola and a smoothie bowl as well. You're welcome for that extra recipe. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And until next time, I love you guys so much.